Alright, so we'll go down there in a little bit and I'll show you guys that intermediate support, but that's why this is open the way it is, because there's a J and a blade, and I'll show you that when we get down there, and it picks the skyline up. So when the carriage comes back, it'd be just like this, and it hits, there's a little flipper right here that holds the skyline in. So when that blade, J and blade pick up, the car starts coming back, that blade hits this flipper, flops it up, and that's what allows the carriage to go over it. So as soon as I got a truck coming here shortly, as soon as I get him loaded, I'll go down on that ridge and put this thing up on the tripod and get some pretty good video of it. Okay, so we're gonna go down here and get some video of this car going over the J and blade, but the woods boss is down here helping him today, and I got grounded the other day about being down here, so if I start making up a lie, you guys just go along with it. Don't let him know that, because I'm going to tell him that the processor operator told me, yeah, I needed to come down here and help. Alright, so they're getting ready, they're going and picking the drop line up right now. You can see that carriage is on the back side of that intermediate support, and the reason we have that is you look right out there, it meets those two draws. So in order for him to get back there and get natural lift, the work involved to get clear back there to do it, all the haywire and blocks and all that, it was just a lot easier to walk down here and rig a jack tree. And there are some units that just keep rolling over and over and over and over, you know, so you have to put a intermediate support in and or a lift tree. I mean, it sure has revolutionized logging, I'll tell you what, being able to use these intermediate supports. Come on, guys. And as you can tell, he's not up at real high, but with as steep down as it is, if he went up really high, it would have put a really steep pitch on the skyline coming up and over. And you can do it just when the car goes over it. Coming in, it hits really hard, and when it's going back empty, you can take a chance of throwing it off if it's got a real steep pitch to it. So that's why he's not up real high either. And then plus with the way the lay of the ground here is, you know, it's just the way it worked out. And all the rest of that actually goes yet. This is the, no, there's 3 more corridors that are in that bird circle deal that we have to have done before April 1st. Yeah, go ahead.
Your truck's coming in.
Okay. That sounds like my truck's coming in. I'm gonna have to come back. Hopefully we can at least get one turn up over it. Oh, come on. What the heck kind of... Oh my God.
Get done with your truck, Alex. I want to tighten that jack up a little bit.
Kevlar. I can just haul ass up there and do it real quick before if we need it done. Come on. Oh my God. Have to edit out the slow parts. I don't know why they picked it all the way to the car, but I didn't set the choker, so I don't know exactly what's going on. Can't piss and moan about what they're doing if you ain't standing there see it. Now click, hear that click click? Actually, in the way that just barely clicked, that's optimal for the way he could go up another 10 or 15 feet and be all right. What's that?
Whatever it is convenient for you.
Okay, so I got chewed on pretty good for coming down here last time, but the trucks are gone now, so I'm gonna sneak down the other side. You guys be quiet, and we'll get some more video of that carriage going over the intermediate support. Shh, don't be quiet. Don't want nobody to hear us. Might even be able to sneak up on it and scare the crap out of them. Maybe that'd make him feel better if I give him a good scare, and then he'd forget about me not supposed to be out here. There goes the turn. Then I went and grabbed the wrong mount. I didn't grab my tripod. There's a little stump right down here. I could have set it on, be perfect. All right, we'll get back to you in a minute. All right, well, hopefully you guys can see that. But anyway, so the haulback, we call it a live jack, but you can just use a piece of line that's, you know, a couple 100 feet long that you pick up with the haywire or whatever. Anyway, the haulback comes down, goes into a block, comes up into the lift block, and then goes down, and the eye gets shackled to the J, and then you put another block on it so that when you pick that up, pick the haul back up, it picks that blade, the J and blade up. And here comes the carriage, so we'll get a good shot of it going over. I wish I could get up closer to show you the two blocks, and maybe, you know, you might be able to see it. Hopefully I'm making sense of what I'm saying. Anyway, so the one block stays in the tree, the line goes through it and comes down. And then, like I say, the eye of it shackles to the eye of the J, and then you put the other block in the eye and then put it over the line so it picks it up even. If you just went through and down to the eye, it would still work, but it would allow it to swing back and forth more. So by putting that block in it, it picks it up tight, and we're good to go. But I think I need to let my woods boss know, is everything, see these blue and green ribbons? This is another one of them bird circles. And anything inside the blue and green ribbons is clear cut and is supposed to go before April 1st. Well, you can see that one there, and it dives out, goes around and comes back here. So there's like 25, 30 trees right here that need to go. And then right up there, that one single fir, there's a madrone right next to it. There's about 60 more right there. So that's the excuse I'm going to use to tell my woods boss why I come down here. So I won't get in trouble for being down here. Come out. So, just in case I haven't said it, because sometimes when I get to explaining things, I don't give you the whole picture. But the reason we're using that intermediate support is because the skyline wasn't up high enough to get the carriage back. And when the car starts coming down, it puts weight on it, it goes farther down. So you use that, all it does is pick up the belly of the skyline. There is two guy lines in it. One, you kind of quarter, if your corridor is running just like this, you take one and go kind of quarter with it, and then the other one almost straight back, because your pole is forward and out. Oh, here comes another turn. Hopefully, I had to step back a little bit. With it not being topped, the safety rules say you're supposed to be 2.5 tree lengths away from a lift tree or support tree that is not topped, but this is plenty far enough. Oh, see the tree going down? See it? Uh-oh. Somebody... Well, I did just hear a saw running, so they might have fell it too. Come on, guys, I'm trying to videotape here. Jeez. Don't they know how important these YouTube videos are? It's the only reason I show up for work anymore, so I got stuff to put on video. Oh, man. Yeah, the side rod, our woods boss, was a little upset with me when he found out I was down here a minute ago. Okay, going ahead on the skidding line. Doo-doo-doo. Come on, pull. As you can see, I don't know, it may be too cloudy, but the angle of the line that comes out of the J, or the blade, that's almost perfect. That's why he didn't go much higher, because if you put a hard brake down on it, then when you listen, when the carriage goes over it, listen it. Did you hear that? Just a click, that's perfect. If you get too much of a steep incline, it'll bam, 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 bam. And when it's coming back without a turn on it, you take a pretty good chance of launching the Eagle. And since we already slammed the Acme to the ground, if we can't get the... Oh, and I wanted to ask, I got a comment. The guy said I talk too much on my videos. Do I talk too much? Do I need to shut the hell up and just videotape? Or, you know, nobody else has ever said it, so I thought that I was doing a good thing by, you know, trying to explain to you guys what was going on. So I guess if I talk too much, tell me, and I won't talk as much. And we'll get one more turn, and I better get out of here before the side rod gets here. But I did want to say also, you know, you can see how that ridge, it falls off. So, and there are times where you'll have lift in the back and lift in the front, but you just run out right, you know, on top of the ridge. Here comes the carriage. You know, see how Wyatt, he slowed it down, because if you're going too fast, you can. But, I mean, this one's set up perfectly that he could just really, honestly, smoke it right back and it'd be fine. But anyways, you'll have lift in the front and lift in the back, and it's just right here on top of the ridge that by the time the carriage comes back and you get a turn on it, it sucks it straight to the ground, and then you end up scarring trees horribly or fighting it. So you just go up the jack tree just to hold the belly up just enough, you know, to get that 100-foot circle or wherever where you're out of lift. I know it. I mean, it's made a huge difference in production having a jack in, because when the lines are on the ground, especially with a drop line carriage in a thin, you can fight it. You got the butt rigging on in a clear cut, it's just brute strength and ignorance then. But yeah, I got 6 trucks out already, and there's, well, by the time we get done, there'll probably be 2 loads. But I got all that stuff down below. I'm gonna load out down there Monday. Side rod come up. I do. Oh yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go out there and shovel log.
Well, they moved the process around. I don't know for sure he does, but he might.
Oh, okay, I'll give him a call tonight. Yeah, I'll go run processor or whatever he needs. Anyways, the woods boss come up and caught me. I used the ruse of the green and blue ribbons, and so far it's working out pretty good. But after this turn goes over the jack, I better get out of here. Come on, baby. Click, click. Right on. I remember when I was talking about hitting that cambium layer, and that's what kills the trees and everything. I just got to looking, and this is a hardwood. It's a chinquapin. There's one there. There's 3 or 4 below us. You can tell where they've been ringed by a power saw. That's why we blow a long whistle. Right there. Gotta be on your toes. Whew. Anyways, so they obviously hired somebody to come down through here and ring these hardwoods to kill them, so that, well, you know, they won't grow on and then seed out other ones. So this log right here, you just heard that long whistle. Long whistle is for safety. When they lose something off the landing, they blow a long to let you know. And that's why they were blowing it, because they lost this off the landing.